to host this game and enjoy tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on the number 8 seed in the playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And the playoff is here. We've got a tremendous on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this one started. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Single back, takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And he's in the clear down the right side, end zone ahead. Touchdown, Ohio State. It was a foot race, and he won it. Here's the point after attempt. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. And they've got the return to Corral. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That gain moves the ball out near the 25.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play. And the Horned Frogs come to the line to run the hurry-up. And here's the handoff. He's found some room at the 45. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. The Horned Frogs offense is on the move now. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Not much on that play, brought down short. Second down play coming up. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. A crucial 8-yard gain sets up a makeable 3rd and 2.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They go backwards on that 3rd down completion. Sets up a 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will have to kick it away. First punt of the game now, looking to pin him back deep. Ball lands right at the 1-yard line and bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Escapes the pocket. Gets some space around the 30. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with are defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? Movement at the second level of the defense now. Inside the 45. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. See if they can convert the point after. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Offense takes the field now. They were forced to punt last time. Can they get this offense going finally? Get some points out of this possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Looks to the left, pass caught. It's a fumble. It's a turnover.
That's a great defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place, just the right time.
So it turns out that was a smart move by the head coach using the challenge. The officials overturned the previous ruling on that play. They're going to run it. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Using his legs here. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Handoff here from the shotgun. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. And the Horned Frogs will come to the line to run the hurry up. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
I love that this defense is still fighting and still attacking. They're defending a 1st and goal play, and instead of just laying down and letting the offense score, no, they're not backing down. They get penetration, come up with a tackle for a loss.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Third down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14, TCU 7.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Fighting off the tackler. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Pressure is coming. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. Football comes out. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
The Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. It's a run. Running back's got it. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And now the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And at first down, they go right back to him. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
They'll hand it off. Tackle, but first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, when you get down into the red zone, one thing we know about quarterbacks in the passing game is the windows are tight. Love to see this offense here picking up some positive yards down in this tight area by getting the ball to a playmaker.
Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the point after is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And the returner will be brought down.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustment. And he lofts it toward the sideline. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. The rule of the catch, a big gainer.
Just a great call here by the offensive coordinator. The quarterback does a good job of recognizing the matchup that he wants. Puts the ball up and away from the defender where the receiver can run underneath it for a big gain.
And looking to throw now on first down. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And the pass rush has got him again. Back-to-back sacks. So 2 losses in a row puts him in a tough spot, 3rd and very long. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Took contact on the throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked. The Horned Frogs will send the punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Be brought down, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what this is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. We'll see what the offense can do with poor starting field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot. Receiver left alone, wide open downfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it 28-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the TCU offense takes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10. Gain makes it 2nd and medium. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down. Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work. On 1st down, they'll keep their running game churning. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior. Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them. And the Horned Frogs have 1st and 10 here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle up near midfield at the 48. I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And the Horned Frogs come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but wait, there is a flag on the play, so we'll check that out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So 1st and 10, that's a costly mistake for the defense on 4th down. Handoff to the single back. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play. Well, those counter plays are tough on a defense. Defense has got to be gap sound. You get so caught up in the base concepts that the offense comes back with a counter play. If you're not sound with your gap integrity, you can give up a big play. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Chris, I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the 1st half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front. And it's incomplete. Even in a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete. Tackle made after just a short gain. See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play. Now, someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This will be the 10th play of the drive, but it's 3rd and long. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Picks him about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. Time running down, just 1 play left here in the half. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Can't connect downfield, incomplete, and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And they get him down what will be the final play of this first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to begin the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And a returner brought down by the coverage team.
And the TCU offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the catch. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th. Big-time gamble coming up. Coach going for it this close to his own end zone. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going. And the Horned Frogs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And the Horned Frogs moving quickly down the field here. Here's that defense shifting again. First down, looking to throw the football. Dump off caught by the running back. He'll be taken down, but a penalty flag on the field. Costly holding penalty there, backs him up 10 yards. First down here for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Snags the quick throw. Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Looking to throw it again. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Threw it behind the receiver. Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off here. Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. No, it wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now it's second down here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Send the back in motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. A sack on the play, could not escape the pass rush. Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. They're going to go for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. There's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. On the handout, they'll test the right side here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Throws a rocket toward the right side. That deep shot is caught for a big gain.
Think about this, Chris. These guys have been working since January of last year to get ready for a dream season. They've had that. Now they're here so close into the postseason and the playoff, working with the lead. It comes down to a third down. They do their job, convert. Now they keep working that clock and getting so much closer to advancing to the next round.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Looking for his big tight end. The pass is intercepted. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Airing this one out toward the sideline. He grabs it inside the 20. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position. The Horned Frogs are in the red zone. Caught quickly. They stop him after a 6-yard gain. So 2nd and 4.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up.
And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
14.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
Ohio State Buckeyes will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Well, you got to do a better job with your fake as the quarterback. The defense did not bite at all in the play action, allowing them to continue to come after the quarterback and come up with that sack.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. And it's complete downfield. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with it.
He's looking deep here. Aggressive call, a deep shot on 1st down, but incomplete.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, the quarterback got nailed there, Chris. We'll have to take another look. He gets the ball out, but he took a big hit. This offensive line has got to do a better job at taking care of their superstar if they want to have a chance to win this game.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Running out of nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
This offense just blew an opportunity. Have a nice lead here in the 2nd half with the football. The last thing you want to do is turn it over, and they put the ball on the ground and now give your opponent a chance to get right back in this game.
Touchdown, Texas Christian. Trying to come all the way back. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
TCU, play 1.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? Powering through. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the 1st down here on this next play.
A game makes it 2nd and medium. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking to make a big play downfield. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. And he steps out, but that's the takeaway this defense was looking for.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut?
And he lofts one deep over the middle. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it. Second down after the incompletion. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
A tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And the receivers got it. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will line up to kick it away when it comes for a 2nd punt of the game. We'll see what he can do with the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. A gain sets up a 3rd down play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State. Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good, so it's a 2-touchdown lead, 35-21. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Ohio State, 35. TCU.
Return starts from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. TCU offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They'll tackle him about the 15-yard line. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Keep it on the ground. There's a handoff. They'll bring him down just short of the 20. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Try and muscle for the 1st down. And they'll stop him just short of the mark. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. He cannot be serious. This coach is going to go for it. Back up to his own end zone. Here we go on 4th down. Brought down to the 23. Good enough for a 1st down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Ohio State, 35. TCU, 21.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. And the Horned Frogs come up to the line in a hurry-up. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. Looking to scramble now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
The Horned Frogs begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Lets it go quickly. And he pulls in the catch. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Now, the offense is taking advantage of the defense kind of sitting back with this lead. That's back-to-back plays of big yards. You know, it's a bend-but-don't-break mentality from this defense, but they might want to reevaluate because this offense is moving.
And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. He's got some room and some blockers here. At the 30 now. Crosses the 10. And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. Extra point up and good. A 3-touchdown lead now here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. On the move. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. And the TCU offense takes the field. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick 6. Can they recover from that right now? Looks like he's going to run it. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time, before he could get out, they keep him to a short game.
Gives it to the back. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
Game of 3. 3rd down coming. Game right.
They're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They don't convert. In fact, he's tackled for a loss on that 3rd down play.
How about this? The offense gets the ball to one of their playmakers out in space, but the defense, the athletic ability on that side of the ball, does a good job of bringing him down short of the first down.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Looking for his big tight end. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's going to take off. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. And they hand it off to the back. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a 1st down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And the back now goes in motion. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
So bad plays on 1st and 2nd down puts him in a tough spot here. 3rd and very long. He pulls it in for a big gain. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down.
Man, they're already up big in this game, and now they're taking shots downfield. They're just looking to pour it on right now. Still throwing the football, and vertical shots to boot.
Linebackers making some adjustments now. In a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go.
The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
The pocket breaking down. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Second down after that previous play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. This time it's complete. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. And the Horned Frogs looking to use the up-tempo offense here. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Makes a quick grab. And this offense picks up the first down. They tackle him at the 44. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Looking to throw yet again. Catch made on the out route. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. And the Horned Frogs will line up on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. The Horned Frogs looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Locates the tight end. It's complete. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
Chris, now that we're in the final couple minutes of this game, it's a good time to just kind of step back and appreciate the job this defense has done throughout the entire game. They've applied pressure. They've been physical at the line of scrimmage. Good job in space, and a big part of the reason that they have such a big lead today.
Well, hurry to the line here with the clock running. Running play called on 3rd and short. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they can...
It's blocked. Picked up by the offense. Can he make something happen? Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. The onside kick works as they steal a possession here.
Hey, you're down a couple scores. This is an outstanding call to try to get this football back. That's the first step in coming back. Now, let's try to steal a score here and see if you can do it all over again.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Caught by the back behind the line of scrimmage. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. And it's a bunch formation. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk. With that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you've got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Looking for the wideout. But it's incomplete. The defense makes a 4th down stop.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's fourth down, you've got a good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ballgame.
Rifles this football to the left. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
I know this guy believes in his receivers. I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
They're going to run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A running play called on fourth down. Now, he did not make the first down yardage. It's a big stop for this defense as they try to cut into this lead.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
And he's hit just before the throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe complete.
And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And he throws his third interception of the day. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Second down coming up.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial